Hi friends, Tracy Bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to 2024 and the global monthly video hop for January. I'm so excited that you're here. This month's theme is celebration. We have a new mini catalogue out and celebration where you can earn a free product. So super exciting. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a little minute. Don't forget, this is a video blog hop. So we're demonstrators from around the world. We get together every month. We create a card and a project and we share it with you. So please go over and check out everyone else's videos. You'll see them in the links in the description of this video. So here I am. I'm using the Softly Stippled 12x12 DSP. This is a free celebration product with a $90 order. You can find it on page 8 of the celebration catalogue. And we're going to create these two gorgeous cards. So I've picked two of our pieces of DSP out. Pool Party and Wild Wheat are the two colours. The colours in this kit are Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pebbled Path, Pool Party and Wild Wheat, but I really liked these two colours, so that's what I went with. So I'm going to cut one each of these DSP pieces at 2 inches by 7 inches, and then we're going to actually cut on the 2-inch side in half, so we're going to have two 1 by 7 inches. And then we're going to cut them down at 4 1/4. So we end up with each piece will be at a 4 1/4 by 1 inch and 2 3/4 by 1 inch. And we're going to have 8 of each of those. So 4 at 4 1/4 and 4 at 2 3/4. There is a template over on my blog, so it is linked in the description of this video. So just go over there, check out where you need to cut, and the template is there as well on the blog. So I really love these two colours, Pool Party and Wild Wheat. I'm a fan of the in colours. I think they're so beautiful and metallic. So I'm also using Pool Party and Wild Wheat as my card bases. They're just half a piece of A4 that I've cut in half and then scored in half. We've got for our matting Very Vanilla cardstock and Pebbled Path cardstock. We are using the in colour ribbon in Wild Wheat and Pebbled Path, as well as the in colour embellishments. The inks we're only using for our sentiment, which is in Pebbled Path, and that sentiment comes from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, which is in the new mini catalogue. So once we have them in place, I'm just sort of rearranging them on our matting pieces of Very Vanilla and Pebbled Path. And then we're going to do our stamping. Now you can either glue these down and then stamp, or you can just pop them in place and then stamp first. With our Pebbled Path, because it's so dark, I've actually grabbed a piece of basic white cardstock that measures 3 1/8 by 1 3/8 to pop in the centre for our sentiment. And this gorgeous DSP has a really great pattern with these stippled roses in there. So I'm just going to fussy cut 2 of those out really quickly. I've sped it up so you didn't have to watch me do anything super boring. This DSP actually coordinates with a stamp set in the mini catalogue. So it's Stippled Roses, I believe. I'm not really sure of the page, but there is a coordinating stamp set with this DSP. So just a couple of tips with your cutting or your fussy cutting. One would be to make sure that your scissors are super sharp, and I highly recommend Stampin' Up's paper snips. They have a really sharp edge and they make it really easy to fussy cut. They're super sharp. I've cut myself a few times with them. The second one would be that leave a nice border around. So you're not cutting right on the very edge of the image. You're leaving a white border or, just a border around it. And then what else could I say about fussy cutting? I'll move your cardstock or your DSP rather than moving your scissors around. That will help to get a nice good image. Alright, so we've fussy cut our 2 roses there, and there's a few different ones. I think there's a triple, a double and a single rose. I've gone with the double rose. So I'm just going to glue these down. I'm using liquid glue. You could use snail, you could use any sort of tape runner, even tear and tape if you really like the tear and tape for that. I find the liquid glue works really well. And once you've lined these up, because we've got 2 pieces of this DSP, you're just going to make sure that you've got the right amount of layers on each one. So the sentiment is coming from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. I actually sell my cards and I was in need of some sympathy cards, so this worked out really well for me. This is a really pretty paper to use for sympathy cards, so yeah, I find that my customers actually buy a lot of sympathy cards, so that's a little bit sad, but they're right up there with the birthday cards. So I did need to pop a few more in for everyone. Now, with the Pebble Path, I have used a piece of the basic white. I'm not sure whether I told you, it was 3 1/8 by 1 3/8. We're going to stamp down on that with the Pebbled Path ink. Now, don't forget there is a blog post with all the information on this card over on my blog, so you can go over and have a look at that. Also in the description of the video, you can click to purchase any of the supplies that I've used on today's card. There is a link to my online store, and if you're after anything, any Stampin' Up product, and you live in Australia, you can purchase those products through my online store, and I've got some great specials and gifts to give you as a customer of mine. Each month I have a bundle tutorial that I give out, as well as a handmade card or project, so I like to spoil my customers. Okay, so I've got those 2 pieces of ribbon and just a small piece of ribbon folded over. I'm going to attach it to the back of that DSP piece that we've fussy cut, and I'm just going to use some tear and tape down for that. I am going to pop these images up, the roses up with dimensionals, just because you want it to sit up a little bit on the card base and it just makes it look nicer. Yeah. So what else do I need to tell you guys? The in-colour embellishments are from the annual catalogue. I really wanted to stick with the 2 in colours as my main feature. At the time that I'm recording this, I was able to do a pre-order as a demonstrator, but I don't have a lot of supplies from the catalogue, so it forces you to sort of use a little bit of new and old product, and that's fine. I'm so happy with that. So I really hope that you've enjoyed the softly stippled DSP. And maybe you'll put in an order of $90 in product to get this one as your free gift. Okay, so I've popped them up with dimensionals. I'm also going to pop up the matting pieces onto our card base, and we're almost finished. So everyone that has joined in with the Global Monthly Video Hop this month has a great project to share with you using Celebration products, so make sure you go and check those out. It's always nice to see what's available and how other demonstrators or other people use the products. I always find that super exciting to see what everyone's creating. And we're just going to pop this down onto our card base. I will say that I have popped in a piece of basic white and very vanilla on the inside. I didn't show you this in the video, but there is an inside piece of the card just so they can write on. And then I'm just going to pop 3 gorgeous little embellishments down. Now I really hope that you've enjoyed today's project. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love it if you left me a comment, and if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And if you're in need of any of the supplies, don't forget you can get them in my online store. There is a link in the description of this video. We're going to be back next month with another fun project for you, so please come back and see what we're doing next month, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Alright everyone, enjoy your day. Bye bye.